aboard and welcome back to the Spa City. Josh Bertuccini and Alyssa Orange with you tonight. It should be a blast, and if it's anything like the 1A pair of games already, it sure will be. Earl winning the first couple of games of the day, and now we move into the 2A section, and these games should be fantastic. Quitman and Sloan-Hendrix tonight, and really glad to be with you all, and with you, Alyssa, and your smile representing the energy, and we're all fired up, and just a great weekend, very special weekend of high school basketball in Hot Springs.
It really is, and this is my first time in this building covering high school basketball. Really excited to see and get my first taste of some 2A basketball here, and as you mentioned in the 1A, Earl getting the sweep with the boys and the girls, and that was some exciting basketball, but I think a lot of people have their eyes on these 2A matchups that we have coming up here tonight.
Absolutely. Both these teams in the game that we're going to get here are aggressive, they're fast, and they believe in themselves. These coaches have different styles, but they respect each other. I'm just expecting, from our end, a high-tempo, fast-paced game that is going to have somebody feeling really, really good here in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, we're going to talk a little bit more about it, is these offenses, and I'm ready to see them get going.
We're warming it up. We're getting it ready. We're going to take you through some players to watch. We're going to talk about the keys to the game and a lot more. So we'll step aside for a quick timeout and come back as we get it rolling on Arkansas TV and Arkansas PBS.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas Academic Medical Center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures, where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
Sports is so important to this state and the fabric of the state, and I appreciate Arkansas PBS doing all the state title games, and that makes it available for not just the fans in Central Arkansas, South Arkansas, but fans around the entire state. I can only think of the kids in small towns, and this is the biggest moment maybe in their sports careers, and they have that keepsake of having that game on TV to have with them the rest of their lives.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. Providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports. Josh Bertuccini and Alyssa Orange ecstatic to be with you tonight at the Hot Springs Civic Center. Quitman and Sloan-Hendrix meeting for the 2A title, and for Quitman, a quick run through it. The 1-seed beat Moundsburg 63-19 in the first round, setting the tone early. Met a 2-seed in Riverside in the next round and beat them by 28, 64-36. And then Dirk 71-56 to get themselves into this championship game. So they've been red hot to get here. And now go up against the Sloan-Hendrix team that beat CMS 80-58 in a 1-4, then beat Barton 53-50 in a 1-2 before crushing Southside B-Branch 72-45 to get here in a 1-3. So Alyssa, we're just about a minute or two away.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. And as you see here on your screen, Maddie Varvel, she is going to be what this offense rolls through for Quitman. She's their leader in rebounds with 12. She also averages 11 points a game, 6 assists and 5 steals. And Coach says she's just been the most consistent player for this team. And again, the offense goes through her. You also mentioned the offensive dominance for this Quitman team. That is my key to the game. Can they continue that offensive dominance that they had throughout that state tournament? I think the smallest amount of margin of victory was 15, Josh.
Right,
so,
right.
A very aggressive and offensively powered team is the Quitman Bulldogs.
And as you say, they need to, we were talking about this too, get out and run, right? They're all
Right.
tracksters, so their coach Timothy Hooten likes to see them run. They need to be aggressive. Now Sloan-Hendrix, as we said, that 80-58 win, a 53-50 win over Barton after that. That was the nip and tuck one that Coach Mitchell Wilson was a little unsure about for a moment or two, but his team stuck the daggers late, beat Southside, and here they are in the title game as well. And Alyssa, as we continue with players to watch, Alexis, they call her Lex Davis, 17 points per game. She sets the tone for her Greyhound crew.
She does, and that's why we continue to spotlight her and make sure that is known that she is the person to go to for this Sloan-Hendrix team. But the big thing is with this starting lineup is they have all 5 of their returners from a season ago back this year, as well as their 6th man on the bench, Josh. And so that is the big key for them. Can they rely on that experience and as much basketball as they've played together to get past this very high-tempoed offensive team in Quitman?
Let's do it. Here we go, Alyssa. I'm going to give you a fist bump. You're going to see a lot of that on the floor tonight. Quitman is going to be in the black and gold here. The Bulldogs decided before the game in a little discussion between coaches to go with the black jerseys and the gold trim, and it is the Lady Greyhounds of Sloan-Hendrix wearing the whites tonight with a little black and gold trim. So sharing the colors and making it work. A little rebound, swing it to the left, and Quitman has the rock in the front court. Ava Sullivan shuffles off for Sarah Dixon. Down on the blocks, a pump fake, and out goes Varvel. Between the rings, that's Paisley Davis, the 5'10 junior, and a pass thrown away. Quick Ava Sullivan and Paisley Davis, a couple of 5'10 forwards for Timothy Hooten in his 49th year as their head coach. Madeline Varvel, who Alyssa talked about, they're all around do everything 5'6 junior guard. Lexi Hobbs, a 5'7 senior, and Sarah Dixon, a 5'9 senior too. A little bit of press here from Quitman against Sloan-Hendrix, and the Lady Hounds handle it. Right wing, that's Emery Spence with a rock. A little bump, and we're going to get a call as Riley Brown took the foul.
And I think they're defensively, that's Quitman just setting the tone. You know, if you're Sloan-Hendrix on that opposite first possession for Quitman, you'll take that turnover as a win because they were able to get those offensive rebounds, try to get some second chance points, and were unsuccessul.
Now, that's a good point by you. You know, they did get a couple boards there before the turnover. We'll see if they continue to intimidate physically. The 3 wide open and cash money. That's Emery Spence, the junior, with nobody near her. She's not afraid to shoot, averages 10 per game. Kaylee Gines, Lex Davis, Emery Spence, those the forwards. Hayden Matheny, the senior, and Riley Brown, the sophomore, in the backcourt for Sloan-Hendrix, who forces a turnover. Right to left in a hurry goes Lex Davis, and she gets hit. And that might be a jump ball, Alyssa.
Yeah, we'll see what they call. It was.
That was a good defensive play to get through there. So it'll be Sloan-Hendrix basketball beneath the hoop, and they'll inbound after the stoppage there on the change of possession, the jump ball, which keeps it with the team on the left side of the front court. Again, right to left for Sloan-Hendrix. That's 25, Hayden Matheny, the senior. Little slow set out of Mitchell Wilson's team here in his 4th year. Sloan-Hendrix hadn't been in a title game in 33 years and has not won one. Up top, 25, that's Hayden Matheny, settling it down. The pass inside's a turnover. Kaylee Janus did not look before she threw it. And down the floor in a hurry comes Lexi Hobbs. She got blocked. Both teams a little tight here early on, Alyssa, as they get a feel for each other. And we're going to get another jump ball.
The one thing that you've noticed right off the bat is just the defense inside the lane. Both of these teams doing a really good job of keeping the other team out of the paint.
Today's officials, Brian Kilgore, Reggie Hall, and Bradley Bohannon. Got to work hard to get that Arkansas Activities Association endorsement here for the title stage. A lot of pressure, a lot of eyes, and appreciate y'all watching this thing wherever you are at. Going to be an all weekend kind of thing. Thursday through Saturday, 12 championship games in all. A spin and a miss at Alexi Hobbs and out of bounds. And we are 2 minutes into this game, and it's 3-0. The only bucket so far was the wide open three for Emory Spence.
A little bit of a slow start for both of these teams, but they're just settling in. Again, this is a finals. It's an exciting game for a state championship. And you just got to kind of start to get your groove, but both teams already trying to set the tone defensively. You mentioned how much basketball that we have today. And the one thing that the AAA has done is just reclassifying the way that these games are set up. And so the 1 and 2 today, 3 and 4 tomorrow, and a big time 5 and 6 matchups on Saturday. It's going to be a fun one here all weekend long.
Yeah, the way they build that up is just perfect. And looking for a bucket here, up 3-0 with the basketball are the Lady Hounds. They got the lead, but not a lot of offense either way so far. To the rack and lost the basketball. Did Kaylee Gines, and the other way we go in a hurry. That's Lexi Hobbs going 1-on-2, up and under. Scoop got blocked. Good defense by Gines, and they'll inbound it from right below the hoop. 5:22 to go first quarter. This is the 2A state championship here in Hot Springs at the Civic Center. They call it the Spa City. It's also the Magic City when they give out the trophies and decide who the champs are at the end. 3 ball off the mark out of Sarah Dixon, who did score 28 in a game once this year. Down the floor and a partial brought the other way by, it looked like a piece of that out of Hobbs. So we're going a little, like I said, stutter start right now, Alyssa. Teams trying to feel for each other. The defensive intensity, as you pointed out, is very high, and not a lot of clean looks. Here's one that's not clean.
And that one blocked as well. Look, again, we talked about the road that both of these teams went through to get here. When you look at Quitman, 63-64, 71 points throughout that tournament, as well as Sloan-Hendrix, their last win, 72 points. I don't know if we're going to get there, if it's going to be that high scoring, if the defense keeps up, Josh.
I mean, the rate we're going, we'd be lucky to get to 40. You know, you're on point with that one. Here's a little set play off the inbounds below the hoop, but good zone defense there to protect by Quitman. Around the ring, that's Spence, who has the only points of the game so far. Ball fake, gives it off for 22, Lex Davis, who lost it. That's her second turnover. Down low, a little fight. Ball comes ricocheting out, and Lex scoops it up, throws back door. We got a bump. Riley Brown.
That might have been more of a push.
Yeah.
But again, defensively, just two scrappy teams right now, trying to just really set the tone and not be pushed around by their opponent. I like it. I just would like to also see the ball go in the bucket a few more times.
Fair enough, right? Off the inbounds. They look for the quick dig down low, but nothing there, and I think we got a 5-second violation. We did. That Quitman zone defense on the inbounds. They're not giving up anything down low. We're kind of a clogged defense, and caught him by surprise there. All right, here we go. A little full court press out of the Lady Hounds, who will mix it up like we talked about in the pregame. They are not afraid to try some different defenses out. And they forced a turnover.
And we have talked about Maddie Varvel being the one that this offense goes through, and she's frustrated, and you can tell right now with this defense by the Lady Hounds.
No question about it. Lady Hounds 3. Quitman has not scored yet. We are 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And that's another block for Quitman. Little pass into the paint, dribble drive, lost the rock again. Sloppy play right now. The outlet left to right for Dixon. She backs it off with a right dribble. Beyond the three-point line. Now up, throw it around. Varvel, left side for 14, Ava Sullivan. Back up top for Dixon. Call a set play. The man-to-man defense from the Hounds. 3 from Varvel. Rattles off the 10. She tried to get her own board, but I think knocked it out of bounds. And indeed, the refs will send the basketball the other way. So Quitman trying to push. You can feel the pressure starting to increase, Alyssa. That basket getting a little tighter with every miss right now.
And I will say that shot right there by Varvel, she looked a little rushed when she took it, but at that point, if you have any kind of opening right now, the way that this game is being played, I would take it.
Absolutely. Quick hustle down the floor, and that's Riley Brown drawing another foul. She's gotten 3 foul calls so far. So just under the 4-minute mark, 3:59 left to go in the first quarter, and we're going to take a quick timeout. Perfect time time for the media stoppage. You are watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championship games on Arkansas TV Sports.
So today was the first annual Harvest for Hope event. There's so much going on in agriculture right now. So we talked about what could we do to have an immediate impact for farmers. So we said, let's put a concert together and let's have it for to raise awareness of a topic that not a lot of farmers want to talk about.
So many people across the state support Arkansas agriculture, and we need to, because we don't just feed our families, we feed the state, we feed the United States, and we feed the world right here in Arkansas.
Coming soon on Arkansas TV.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas Academic Medical Center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures, where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
It's been heated so far. You would expect that when Timothy Hooten is in the house, the head coach of Quitman in his 49th year of high school basketball coaching, 14th at Quitman. He's got Reagan Simmons right there as assistant alongside. There's Mitchell Wilson, his 4th year at Sloan-Hendrix. And check this one, Alyssa. His assistant coach, Greg Foreman, was his head coach when he played high school basketball 25 years ago. So how about that? His coach is now his assistant coach. That's pretty awesome.
I'm pretty sure they still continue to swap knowledge back and forth.
There you go. You get a free throw on the first and the second end. A couple nice shots by Riley Brown, and now it's 5-0 Sloan-Hendrix down the floor and banking it in. Nice looking shot out of
Lexi Hobbs
there.
finally
That was
getting that
Hobbs.
first bucket for Quitman.
And man, Alyssa, did they need that one badly. 3:40 left to go first quarter, 5-2. Sloan-Hendrix a 3-point lead. We see another shift in the defense here out of Quitman as they try to pack it in the paint. They left the cutter open, but a missed reverse by Hayden Matheny. Now the rebound missed, blocked out of Riley Brown's hands hard by Sarah Dixon. We'll go left to right in a hurry, and a bump across half court. It's going to go against 22 Lex Davis, and maybe a little spark here for Quitman. It helps when you see the ball go through the hoop.
It does. They're just still going to have to continue to battle against this Sloan-Hendrix defense, playing really good defense right now, not making anything easy for Quitman.
No. We've seen 5 block shots in the first
They're
quarter.
also not afraid to have any kind of contact either. We have seen that.
No. Shifting of the feet, had the pivot on the right, went back to the left, and look at the zebras all over. Both guys immediately signaling for the travel. So that's another turnover. We now have 5 turnovers apiece. It's been a sloppy first quarter. Championship games sometimes play out like that as the nerves work themselves to the surface. Right now it's Brown between the circles. Goes hard with the left to the elbow. Drop down to the blocks for Lex Davis. One dribble, cut off, and she almost turned it over again. Good hand there defensively by number 14, Ava Sullivan. Back to the left side, Riley Brown, ball fake and go. And then knocked out of bounds. And every time you think somebody's got some space, these girls are long, Alyssa. A lot of broken up passes out there.
They've got a lot of length, but they're just playing aggressive defense right now. And that's what's been really impressive, is they're not making anything easy. And it's been really entertaining so far.
Yeah, defensive grudge match for sure.
There you go,
and
another
deflection.
block.
Lex Davis in some trouble. She pirouettes out of it into the paint, a little contact, and we're gonna call it travel. So she was looking, I'm going to the line, right? That was number 10, Kaylee Gines, but no, it was a travel. So sluggish start continues as the stats reflect. 5-2 down the floor in a hurry is Lexi Hobbs, and she's taken 5 shots already in this game, but struggling to get it. Well, she did get the 1 to go. So there you go, 5-2, 2:33 left first quarter. Left to right for Quitman in the black jerseys with the gold lettering and numbers and trim. And the Lady Hounds from Sloan-Hendrix in the white with the gold and black trim. Left side is 15, put it on the floor. Paisley Davis, kick to the corner. Jumper is good. Off the bench, Addison Shoemate with a big 3-ball. And we are tied 5-5. She's a sophomore, averages 9 points per game off the bench. And boy, did her team need that bucket. Right to left, she broke up a pass, almost got a steal. And now it's Lex Davis, the senior, calming it down. Standing near center court, 2 minutes to go first quarter. A defensive battle so far, to say the least. Cut back to Lex Davis. That's
good move down there. That one made that look easy.
Sometimes you get that defender looking one way, and they don't see you. Too easy. 7-5 for Sloan-Hendrix. Pace picking up just a bit. Left
I think
side.
Lex Davis is just happy she finally got something open in the lane, too.
She got a clean
no one
look,
was there to block
and that
her.
was a clean look as well. Madeline Barville, you talked her up as the player to watch for Quitman, and that's her first points of the game. 8-7 Quitman is now on an 8-2 run after trailing 5-0 early. And with 1:15 to go in the first quarter, Sloan-Hendrix taking some punches for the first time. Good hustle play, but knocks it back to 10, drives the hoop, throws it up, and gets it to go. Kaylee Gines gets her first deuce.
Really impressive step move there to the basket by Gines.
Yeah, that was nimble in the steal by Riley Brown. Goes at the defender, pass off the glass and down. She's got 4, and it's 11-8 Sloan-Hendrix. Back-to-back buckets when they badly needed a response. Appreciate you folks being here on board. The 1A games earlier today were tremendous. Gals game not as tight as the boys, but how about Earl? The Bulldogs winning both 1A titles. And then tonight we get your 2A games, as Alyssa mentioned earlier, 3A and 4A tomorrow before Saturday's juggernaut 5A and 6A boys and girls title games to close it out. What a weekend in Hot Springs that has already begun. Left side, that's Shoemate. She's already hit a 3 off the bench. Right-handed dribble, kick to the right side. Thought about a jumper, but no. Sullivan gives it off for 24, and Varvel missed it off the right side of the tin. Good job by Gines to box out and grab it. Down in a hurry is Lex Davis, right to left. Kick it to Riley Bennett into the game for the first time. Outside to Hayden Matheny. Back left side, Davis, fake, drive, scooper, no good. Got her own rebound, jump ball. She just keeps jumping, doesn't she?
She does. I'd really have liked her to put that one back up a little bit stronger. I think she brought that ball down, and that allowed Quitman to try to get the jump ball.
How about Quitman and the pace they're playing at? You've talked a lot with me so far. We'll talk more tonight, but this team loves to run.
Well, I think they're made to run. They have no choice. I thought that was such a fun little note that we got when we got some information from both of these teams. The AD told us that if you play basketball for Coach Wooten, you have to run cross country and track. It's required.
I'd be out
on that.
I mean, it's a smart move, though, right?
It is, and it just keeps these girls in shape. And obviously, the track meet and the defensive effort that we have seen so far, these girls run on batteries. They're not slowing down anytime soon. So you're going to have to definitely be aggressive if you're Sloan-Hendrix.
Yeah, no, so right. So right. So far, they've done a good job of keeping up that pace, and I think that was part of Mitch Wilson saying, we'll mix in some presses. They can't be the only team running. You know, we got to run a little bit out here as well. First,
hey,
go ahead.
I was going to say, just by the way, they've got 9 cross-country state championships.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good at cross-country.
Riley Brown makes the second after missing the first. That's 4 straight points out of Sloan-Hendrix. 5 seconds left, down the floor, left to right in a hurry. Hobbs running out of time with 2, with 1. 3-ball. What a shot by Madeline Barville.
She needed that,
yeah.
And that smile on her face the minute that one went through the bucket. That might be bad news for Sloan-Hendrix when they come out of this timeout.
What a transition bucket and a money 3 from Barville, the junior leader for Quitman. So look at this again. Great job by the production crew on the replay. High arcer and nothing but nylon for Madison Barville. We're having a blast so far. It's a good game. 12-11. Sloan-Hendrix with a 1-point lead. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ken Warden, Commissioner of the Arkansas Division of Higher Education and a member of the Arkansas 250 Commission. As we approach America's 250th anniversary, communities across Arkansas are preparing to celebrate our shared history. We're working with local leaders to support meaningful, locally driven events that honor the people, places, and stories that shaped our state and nation. Visit america250.ade.arkansas.gov and join us as we connect with our nation's history, celebrate Arkansas's unique story, and contribute to the state's future success.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Welcome back. And Josh, I love trivia, and so I'm going to give you your trivia question today.
I'm into
Are you
it.
ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Who holds the record for most points scored in a single game? And I'm going to give you a hint. This record was set this year.
Oh,
I know this.
goodness.
I didn't even need to look.
Can I ask for a clue?
She
Can I buy
plays
a vowel?
in the 2A.
Okay.
She lost to Quitman in the state tournament.
So she's not playing in this game tonight.
She is not playing in this game
I'm
tonight.
going to have to think about that, and I wouldn't hold my breath expecting me to come up
That's
with
okay.
the answer. But
That's all right.
that's a great question, though, as we look at
It's
some
pretty
2A
impressive,
history.
and I will let you think about it a little bit longer.
Were you a baller growing up? Was this your sport?
No.
What was your number one?
I was a softball player.
Okay.
I did.
It's a great sport.
I
It's a
did.
great
I
sport.
played travel softball and softball my whole life. I played, to be completely honest, I played 2 years of rec basketball.
There
My
you go.
parents were like, nah.
That's not you.
We're done. We're done here.
We're done.
We're done. I did coach my son's 8-year-old basketball team this year.
That's
though.
awesome.
So I was Coach Orange, or Coach Alyssa.
Was the
really,
team
or
orange?
Coach Finn's mom. It just depends.
Okay.
No. Were we what?
Was the team colors orange?
No, we were
No.
black.
Okay.
But we were the Fire Cobras.
Ah.
That's what the boys picked.
Alyssa, that's a cool name.
The Fire Cobras.
That's a
It was
cool
lot
name.
it was a lot of fun, man. I made them run, though. I was tough. That's a tough coach on them 8-year-old boys.
You
The
have
amount
to
of-
be.
The amount of times
That's the
my
only
son
way to
goes,
do it.
Mom, and I'm like, well, listen to me. Go run a lap.
Bucket down low on the bank by Riley Bennett. That was her first, right after a couple of free throws by Hobbs on the other end. So 14-13, 6:55 to go in the first half. This is your 2A championship game. Josh Bertuccini and Alyssa Orange, glad to be on the team is what we are, right? What a crew that the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports have put together. And we get to do the fun stuff, right? But how about the crew? You know, folks, Tanisha and Kevin and Nate and all of them just making it happen every which way. Appreciate
They
everyone.
make us look good.
They
I
really
promise you
do.
that. It
They
is
really
not
do.
just us.
They
One
really
thing I
do.
want to point out, Josh, in that first
Little
quarter with
sloppy
both
turnover.
of
Go
these
ahead.
two
Yeah.
teams,
Yeah.
there it is right there, the turnovers.
So many.
Yeah, you had Sloan-Hendrix
Another
who
one.
had 5 in that first quarter, and Quitman had 4. It's just been sloppy basketball, and if I'm both of these head coaches out of that timeout, I'm just reminding my girls, calm down, take a deep breath, play your game.
Yep.
Don't try to play at the other team's pace, just play your game.
It's a great point. You know, we were going over the box score a little bit. 9 combined turnovers there in that first quarter. That is a ton of turnovers and just 3 combined assists. So a little sloppy so far. Quick jumper by Hobbs, no good. Nice job boxing out by Hayden Matheny.
A big part of this defense, too. Well played defensively. Both of these teams are playing a good defensive game, but it's causing a lot of sloppy shot taking, and that's why I think we're seeing right now why the score is what it is here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and not a lot of easy putbacks either, right? Both teams rebounding well. So no easy buckets really to come by as Lex Davis tries to find some room, had it partially blocked. Nice job hustling up into the spot is Matheny, who banks it around and out. Looked like she had the touch, but she did not. And another rebound by Hobbs, who has a few already. Left to right, down the floor. That's Ava Sullivan. Thinking about a 3, popping it and rattling it off. And Matheny is a really good rebounder, averaging 6 per game. Quick right to left, shuffle to the driver, layup up, and the foul. How about that one for 33 Riley Brown, who now has herself 7 points and a chance to make it 8 with a 3-point play.
Very well executed there. I love the aggressive approach to the basket. I think Matheny could have driven that on the transition there and gone straight to the basket, but divvying it out to her teammate here to get the and one.
Nice job on the replay there. You saw the cut through, free throw up and down. She's having a great first half as Riley keeps getting to the line. She's 4 of 6 at the free throw line and has herself now, as we add them up, 8 points. So 17-13. It's a 4-point lead for Sloan-Hendrix. They force a steal. Quick outlet for Davis. That's just too easy. And Timothy Hooten does not like what he is seeing, as Sloan-Hendrix has scored, 7 straight to grab a 6-point lead.
Really impressed there by Sloan-Hendrix, and they just seem like coming out of that timeout. I was a little worried with that 3-point shot that Varvel hit before that last timeout. How was Sloan-Hendrix going to respond? And they have definitely responded.
They sure have. And look, this is the spot. You see the close-up of Timothy Hooten here, an intense guy, coached in Idaho, coached in South Dakota, coached boys, coaches girls. He says as long as his kids keep running and keep playing as hard as they can, he's never disappointed in them. It gets back to your whole track field angle too here. But right now his team is not getting back on defense, and you get given up a couple of easy buckets in a row. Alyssa, in a game where points are so hard to come by, you can't let this go on for much longer. He had to call a timeout.
No, you did, but you also just have to settle in to your game right now. You're letting Sloan-Hendrix rattle you a little bit on offense. You're taking some sloppy shots because you feel like you have to, because you're not setting up your offense, and you've got to be able to execute better.
Well said. Can't run a play. You never get a chance to feel comfortable. Left to right in a hurry. Goes 24. That's our girl Varvel, who missed it. Strong to the left, and that wasn't a great shot, but a travel underneath the basket as Riley Bennett got a little cross with the feet. So 5:10 to go first half. It's a big spot here, it feels like. Alyssa, 19-13 rather, a 6-point game. And Quitman needs a couple buckets. So here off the inbound, see if they can run a set. They get it to Varvel on the blocks, bumps, turns, fades. Too strong. Nice rebound, almost a travel. She got away with Paisley Davis, keeps it alive. Back to Varvel, cross it over with a left, lean in, missed another one. Got her own rebound, back to Paisley, she missed it. They are just missing bunnies right now, and we'll go the other way. Clear it out, here's Lex Davis. Shuffle it off right side for Kaylee Gines. Gines put it on the floor with a left, go hard, and miss it. Rebound back up and in. Riley Brown, I'll tell you what, Alyssa, having one of those games, long way to go, but she is setting the pace right now. She got 10 points already.
Well, there's always got to be somebody
right
who steps up when they need it. Until right now, she's just been able to find a way for her team.
That was a lot of contact. That was a lot. Get a little pushing and shoving. Lexi Hobbs got it to go. A couple players flying off of your screen. No call. Just some good old competitive fun. 21-15, halfway through the second. Coming up on a media stoppage. Ball knocked away, stolen. Good defense, Sarah Dixon. Quitman needed that one. They need another bucket here, as Lexi Hobbs, the 5'7" senior, brings it up, averaging 12 points per game. She gets it back, working on the blocks, misses, drew contact, and she will be shooting free throws when we return from the timeout. It's been an entertaining game so far. Sloan-Hendrix has grabbed a 21-15 lead. We're back after this quick timeout. You're watching the Centennial Bank State High School title games on Arkansas TV Sports.
It's primetime on your time. Get more of your primetime favorites each weekday starting at 1:30 following our PBS Kids programs. Catch up on all the programs you love, including Exploring Arkansas, Nature, Antiques Roadshow, Arkansas Week, British Favorites, Mysteries, and more, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. See the full schedule and all the ways to watch at myarkansaspbs.org/watch.
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
This is UAMS, an Arkansas Academic Medical Center, where research discoveries bring new hope and cures. where care is delivered by doctors who also train the next generation of health professionals, where specialists deliver treatment with compassion and respect for all patients across Arkansas. This is UAMS.
All right, Alyssa, this is the moment of truth. You do it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so who holds the record for most points scored in a single game?
I mean, I want to guess, the Farmington car. I'm guessing Easton McCullough, and I am wrong. I see that I am wrong.
So Demaya Wilson, get this, 72 points. Wow. 72 points, and she only played 3 quarters, and she set that earlier this year. That record had been standing since 1976?
That's incredible.
1979.
I mean,
but still.
What, 83 for Adebayo in the NBA the other day, but that's in 48 minutes. Sure. 72
Isn't
in
that
32
incredible?
minutes.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
Great
incredible.
question.
Yeah.
Great question. And a good answer. And I give Alyssa credit because as soon as the question dropped, she's like, I know this one. I'm like, I don't have any idea.
If she was our varsity vibe player of the week that week.
That's awesome.
Makes sense.
That's when the work pays off for the work. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right, couple of free throws there. They needed them. They got them. And so now it's a 4-point game, 21-17, 3:30 left to go in the first half. And it's right to left for the Lady Hounds, the Greyhounds, against the Bulldogs tonight. Another steal, and that's Madeline Varvel. Excuse me. Quick steal as she goes past. The defender leans in, jumper, ricochets off, got the rebound. Man, all the way out to center court. Varvel is a whirling dervish of energy. Jumper by Hobbs, off the tin, too strong. Neither team making jumpers mostly.
I will have to say, though, I just think she's got a little bit too much on her shot right now. She's got a little bit too much power, not enough finesse, and she's missing those baskets.
She's forced it a little bit for sure. Hobbs drives, kicks right deep, 3, up and down. That was Sarah Dixon, and I think that one hit the roof here at the Civic Center before it came all the way back down through the net. Big shot for Quitman, and it's a 1-point game, 21-20, as Matheny leads in and gets blocked hard by number 15, Paisley Davis, picked up and put down by 10. That was a good play by Kaylee Gines, who is 4 now, 23-20, back to a 3-point game. Quitman responding after falling behind by 8 for a moment. Drive the rack, up and under, that's no good. Lexi Hobbs is just not feeling it so far. They're gonna get the ball back.
Right now, if you're Quitman, you're shooting 4 for 10 from the 3-point line. And I think if you are gonna have this much trouble in the lane, shoot it out to the perimeter and see if you can just continue to maybe open up your offense by making some more threes.
I think you're on point with that. Right now, I mean, you look at the field goal percentages in this game, it's disturbing. Quitman 6 for 31 from the floor. That's 19% shooting, and Lexi Hobbs is 1 for 14 right now. So she scored 6, but it ain't coming easy.
Well, I tell you what, when you look at this too on the stat sheet, 6 points for Madeline Varvel. Hardest 6 points she's probably gotten all season.
Well said. Well said. She's had to earn it for sure. And I mean, both teams going through it a little bit right now. 23-20. It's been a good game. Sloan-Hendrix 34-3 this year from Imboden, Arkansas. Imboden, that's in the great Northeast, up near Pocahontas. You ever driven through that part of the state? I have not.
I have one time actually. I was
I
was up trying to do some fan stories, running around.
Very remote.
It is very pretty.
Remote,
I actually was heading up to Kane and Sandy's house, and that is how I went to Pocahontas up that way from Jonesboro.
Imboden, Arkansas. And then Quitman, right, of course, not far from Heber Springs, but two very pretty towns. Both have about 700 people, so 2A all the way, baby. And these schools have traveled so well here today. You can hear the intensity right
that was
behind
one
us.
thing that stood out to me the minute I walked into the arena. Both fan bases, these lower bowls here almost filled up.
They're into
well
it.
represented.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just walking in with some Sloan-Hendrix fans. They said, not enough to just get here. We want a trophy to take home. So long way to go right now. Very much up in the air for who will be doing that. 100 seconds left in the first half. Deep three with the shot clock running out. It did hit the rim. to keep it alive, but way off. Down the floor in a hurry. The outlet pass for Quitman, and nice job by Paisley Davis to draw some contact as she went up with a left, and she'll go back to the free throw line. Woo. Fast pace, fun game. Second quarter seems like they're starting to feel each other out a little bit more, Alyssa.
Yeah, they're just trying to expose some weaknesses. You mentioned Paisley Davis, one of the best defenders here for Quitman, and she's really also, too, just been really aggressive and someone who missed the first half of the season, but has really started to improve since the turn of the year, and they really rely on her for that aggressive nature in which she plays.
All right, 23-22 after the free throws. Nice job by Davis to make them. 1 point game. $1:20 to go first half. The Sloan-Hendrix Lady Hounds in the left front court. Davis kicks left side, open for three. Take it and miss it. Did Spence. Put back with a left. Nice play. Down low, back to back. Kaylee Giants getting a couple of buckets, her first two. And there's a nice play by Varvel, who hustles down for a scooper.
I think that's been the most confident I've seen her run down the court since this game started.
It's a good looking play. 25-24 now. Ball on the floor. It looks like a jump, and the possession arrow is going Quitman's way. So 47 seconds left in a first half that has not seen either team run away with it, but it has been mostly the Lady Hounds with the lead. Yet, if the Bulldogs, Alyssa, can get a bucket and a stop, they might have the lead at the half.
Well, you remember this game started as a 5-0 lead for Sloan-Hendrix, and then Quitman quickly jumping and regaining that lead, and then they took another 6-point lead at Sloan-Hendrix, and right now it's a 1 point game. So Quitman has definitely not quit. A little miscommunication there, but you can never count him out.
But Timothy Hooten, he's fun to watch. He is just
fun.
Big ball of motion.
Yes.
Yes. Colorful, enthusiastic, still loves the game. He says, I'm a coach, so I don't love the game anymore, so I'm a coach basically as long as I'm alive. I'm like, I love that. All right, right to left. Here we go. 33. That's Brown, who's had a big first half with 10 to lead all scorers. Now for Lex Davis. 30 seconds left. Shot clock down to 20. Hasn't been much of a factor in this first half. Tough pass for Davis to handle. And Hobbs came away with it. Big steal. That's Hobbs over to Dixon. Now down the floor in a hurry. And no contact. Loose ball. 10 seconds left. Davis off the scrum with 8. With 7. Pass Varvel with 6. With 5. Missed it badly. 4 seconds left. And we get another jump ball with 3.5 seconds left to go in the first half. And this possession error belongs to Sloan-Hendrix. So they will be able to inbound from beneath their own basket here. They have to run something quick. So they try to extend their lead a little right before the half. It's Brown to inbound. Getting close to 5. She throws it in. Caught by 10. That's Shines. And I think she got called for a carry. And we're going to go the other way. So we've got like 3 turnovers here in 5 seconds. 2 seconds left in the half. 1:09 to be exact. It's a long way to go. Varvel to inbound. And she's going to chuck it in and call it a half. Heave after the buzzer. Does that count if it goes? Now. Well, this was an old-fashioned street fight. Fighting for every bucket. A lot of grabbing, a lot of scrums, and after 16 minutes of play,
it's a 1 point game.
It's a 1 point game,
Yes,
25-24. Last of a first half, a lot more coming your way, including the halftime show. Josh Bertuccini, Alyssa Orange having a blast, and we got a great second half ahead. Sloan-Hendrix 25, Quitman 24. We're back in a few. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
We're at the half at Bank OZK Arena. Stick around because this is Arkansas TV, where Arkansas stories come to life. Coming up, Christina Munoz will introduce you to the incredible Arkansas TV Student All-Stars. But first, from the small town of Newark, Arkansas, two kids with big dreams prove that anything is possible. Spencer and Austin Reeves just didn't make it to professional basketball. They came back home to share what they learned. Check out this story on how two Cedar Ridge High School graduates are using their success to inspire the next generation through their summer basketball camp.
My name is Spencer Reeves. I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I went to Cedar Ridge High School. I do camps during the summer, and I played professional basketball overseas the rest of the 9-10 months out of the year.
My name is Austin Reeves. I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers. We want to show those kids that it's possible to go do anything different.
We always wanted to do something for the community and for the kids because, you know, Austin and I went to a lot of camps growing up, so it was kind of a fun thing we like to do with our friends during the summer where we could go and learn and have a lot of fun.
Spencer and I go back to college. Him and I kind of came up with the idea of, you know, camp is a really good opportunity to give back to the community, not just in the Newark area where they're from.
That was one of our first things, you know, talking about, you know, we wanted to come back here and do these camps.
Our camp is not just to come in and play a bunch of games. We really take pride in the development of the kids and the players.
They'll all have a different station of a certain basketball skill they'll teach, and we have some excellent coaches that come from all over the country. Austin and I trust what they're going to teach them at their certain stations and when we break up and play with the kids.
So one coach will do shooting, one coach will do ball handling, and then defense and spacing. So you give them the general idea of what you want them to teach to the kids, and you kind of just let them create what they want to create. Mostly about learning the big game of basketball, learning spacing, learning terminologies for the game of basketball, you know.
We're looking for what is one more extra pass.
So just knowing the game and just being taught the game the right way.
I really focus on the kids who are just gonna pick up the energy, you know, they encourage the other kids, and like if I say, hey, you gotta make 10, the kids that are counting the loudest, you know, and they just like bring the energy to every drill that we're doing.
One of our coaches out there was a camper for us 3 years ago.
The camp was really good for building a little bit of community with your group that you were with. And I remember there's a few of them that later in the season we would play and I would always say hi and have a little conversation with them. And I still keep up with them now. Getting out and seeing other places, seeing other people, meeting other people, building bonds with these other people.
And hopefully Arkansas can just have more opportunities for kids like this.
Sports can bring people through all walks of life. You know, it doesn't matter ethnicity, anything, like everybody can bond over all sports.
The whole point and the main focus is the community and trying to open different opportunities for players that not only have the ability to do so, but don't have as much opportunity as others as well.
There's always been a lot of talent in Arkansas. Give these kids the opportunity to see in real life that their dreams don't have to just be dreams. They could go make them reality. They just got to work really hard to it.
I just know I love the game of basketball and love impacting young kids' lives.
Did it fun? Yeah. Good deal. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. If they do, don't listen to them. And if I did, I wouldn't be in the position I am today. So it's really just about showing them that it's possible to do what they want.
Two professional basketball players from a high school like Cedar Ridge is kind of unheard of. We just want to do it together to show that, like, it doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter your background, you know, where you grow up. It doesn't matter if you work hard, and it doesn't even necessarily have to deal with basketball. It can be life lessons towards anything. It can be sports, it can be work. Just that if you work hard enough and you're persistent at doing that, you can be successful in life.
Spencer and Austin's message is clear. It doesn't matter where you come from or what obstacles you face. With hard work and determination, dreams can become a reality. We celebrate these homegrown heroes who remind us that success isn't just about where you go, but about remembering where you came from and lifting others along the way. Now let's toss it over to Christina. She's going to introduce you to some very hardworking student athletes. Christina?
That's right. Thank you, Steve. Earlier this season, we launched a statewide search for the best of the best athletes who dominate the game and the great Gradebook. Now meet the Arkansas TV Student All-Stars class of 2026. We start things off in 1A with Maggie Tyrone of the Norfolk High School Panthers. Maggie maintains a 3.5 GPA, and when she isn't writing poetry, she plans to play college ball and major in psychology. Representing the boys is Keontae Wingfield, a senior point guard for the Nevada Blue Jays. Keontae holds a perfect 4.0 GPA and is headed to HVAC school after graduation. Moving to 2A, we have Caitlin Ledbetter representing the Acorn High School Tigers, a 4.0 student who loves the outdoors. Caitlin is set to pursue a career in nursing. For the 2A boys, it's Xavier Jones from the Fordyce Redbugs. Xavier carries a 3.9 GPA and is weighing his future between college football and the military. In Class 3A, meet Kenzie McCrotty of the Dover High School Pirates. She boasts a 4.2 GPA and plans to study speech pathology while staying active in her church and traveling. Representing the Newport High School Greyhounds is Jesson Russell. Jesson also holds a 4.2 GPA and aims to earn a business degree to transition into the real estate field. Halfway through the classifications, we find Sadie Meyer with the Highland Rebels, a 4.0 student athlete. Sadie has already signed to play at UT Martin. From Shiloh Christian, we have Duke Bowman representing the Saints. Duke has a 4.0 GPA and is committed to Simpson College to study finance and continue his basketball career. Representing 5A is Bailey Barton of the Beebe High School Badgers. With a 4.05 GPA, Bailey is committed to Ouachita Baptist University for nursing and serves as a director for local Pee Wee basketball programs. For the 5A boys, it's Mason Stallings from the Greenbrier High School Panthers, an avid hunter with a 4.04 GPA. Mason is headed to the University of Arkansas to study civil engineering. Rounding out the girls is Kylie Johnson of the Conway Lady Wampus Cats. A 4.0 sophomore, Kylie already has several college offers on the table, including the University of Arkansas. And finally, for the 6A boys, we have Sammy Hinsey from the Harbor Wildcats. Sammy holds a 4.1 GPA and is looking forward to playing college basketball at the next level. Congratulations and keep up the good work. All right, Steve, it is about that time.
Yes, it is, Christina. Let's get you back out to Bank OZK Arena for the second half.
Here on the home of the high school basketball state finals, Arkansas TV.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas TV Sports. Better connected together, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
We're doing it, and back for half number 2. Great to have y'all on board as well as you tune in wherever you're watching, streaming it on Arkansas Sports TV. And, of course, you also got it right there for you on the app if you have it on your mobile device. Josh Bertoncini, Alyssa Orange having a great time tonight, and we're going to watch some 2A championship basketball. And, Alyssa, why don't we jump into some first half highlights here, including a couple of big buckets by Quitman that got them back in the flow of this game.
Well, the one thing with Quitman just shooting 21% from the field in that first half, and a lot of the defense dictating just the kind of shots that they were taking. And so you have to tip your cap to Sloan-Hendrix and their defense. When they were able to get some good looks around the perimeter, that's when they found success. And so I want to see if they dial into that a little bit more here in the second.
Absolutely, and we saw a defensive grudge match really in that first half, particularly in the first quarter. Both teams
felt like a boxing match.
Yeah,
Josh.
struggling to find their way.
Where are the gloves?
21% shooting for Quitman in the first half, 43% for Sloan-Hendrix, and yet only a 1-point game, rebounding 23-15 in favor of Sloan-Hendrix as well. How about the blocks? I don't know if we expected 5 blocks out of Kaylee Gines in the first half, but she had 5 of them. And also had 4 points and 4 rebounds.
The biggest thing, Josh, I want to point out, Sloan-Hendrix, 12 turnovers
to
to 6
many
for Quitman. Again, that is a lot of turnovers and a lot of Slappy basketball.
Yep. Riley Brown, 10 points to lead the way for the Greyhounds in the first half. She also had 4 boards, and it was 8 points, 4 boards, and 4 steals for the whirling dervish known as Madeline Varvel in the first half to lead the way for Quitman. 25-24 as we start the third quarter and switch up ends right to left for the Bulldogs. To the rack, up and under, no good. Offensive rebound, put it in. Nice easy bucket for number 14. That's Ava Sullivan. That's her first points of the game.
It is, and that's a good way to start off this second half and third quarter for Quitman. You want to see that ball go through the basket.
Gives them a 1-point lead. She averages 10 points and 9 rebounds per game to Sullivan. That's her first 2 tonight. Gives her team a 1-point lead. The miss and the grab the other way. Down the floor in a hurry. Back to Hobbs, who got the rebound in the first place. And it gets knocked out of bounds. So adjustments at the half, Alyssa. I think ways here. You want to try to find ways to maybe set a couple more screens, open up some lanes. Not a lot of clean shots in the first half.
Oh, look, again, that's Ava Sullivan, and you see right there she's wearing that brace on her left knee. That's because she dislocated her kneecap and missed 10 games this season. She's back out there with her teammates, but that's why she's got that brace on her knee.
That's tough. Fight through that and still get back in the same year, not easy. Made that first free throw there look pretty easy, up and down. She'll get another one here. So she airballed that one. That was a little interesting. 3 points for Sullivan in a row before that miss. Quitman has a 2-point lead, which I believe is their biggest lead of the game. So 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. They've led by 1 a couple of times, but now up by a deuce. Down the lane goes number 33, Riley Brown, who leads all scorers with 10. And it got knocked out of bounds. I don't think this is going to be a jump ball. Now they're just going to inbound the basketball beneath the Quitman hoop. Throw it in. Quick shot by Lex Davis. Got it. Splash from 10 feet away. Soft touch, Alyssa.
Real nice shot there by Davis. And again, Davis and Varvel just battling for their team as leaders for both of these squads.
6 points now for the junior Davis, who leads her team with 16.6 points per game. We're tied at 27 apiece. Up and under with the left is not good, but the putback is, and that's Ava Sullivan, who has decided to make the third quarter her quarter. Took Davis's miss and scored her 4th and 5th points right there.
I think in the first half we really saw Hobbs and Dixon try to control the pain, and maybe a big adjustment that they made was say, okay, let's see what Ava can do and see if she can have some success, and right now she is.
She sure is. Give her a chance to work on the blocks a little bit. She had a putback, she had a nice move there, and giving her team a quick lift. First free throw is off the mark. Number 2 coming up here, and that one is off the mark as well. So Lex Davis with a couple of misses and then fights for a jump ball. She grabbed 3 rebounds in the first half and follows all of her misses. 6:20 to go, third quarter. What do you think about Hot Springs as a host site here? You got to do some volleyball work here earlier in the year. This is, I think, my 4th year down here for basketball. I love this place.
Yeah, it's really nice. The arena, really nice setup, really pretty here.
It is pretty.
And it's been a lot of fun. I mean, volleyball is fast-paced, back and forth. It was a lot of fun, a lot of cheering. This has been a very aggressive, fun basketball game to watch. And man, I've only been here a few hours, Josh. So they're setting the tone
pretty
early.
Cool, Alyssa. 3
I would
ball,
say so,
money.
yes. Love that.
On the right side. That was a huge shot there by number 1, Sarah Dixon, who gives herself 8 points for the game, averaging 10 per game. And Quitman has a 5-point lead now as we get a little shove down low. I think that was an offensive foul.
I also want to point out, too, here, Quitman already 8 points here in this third quarter. How long did it take them to get to 8 points, right, in the first half? And so if you are Sloan-Hendrix, you have got to make sure that Quitman does not get hot, because they are going to separate themselves quickly if you continue to let them shoot the way that they've started shooting.
Oh, baby, nothing but nylon from the corner for Sarah Dixon, who was left alone on the wing, didn't hesitate, high archer, and boom. So Dixon is now hit back-to-back threes. She's hit 3 threes in the game, give her 11 points, and she's currently the highest scorer overall. More importantly than any of that, her team has an 8-point lead. Quitman 35, Sloan-Hendrix 27. We're going to keep it right here. We saw Timothy Hooten, who's on your screen right now, the head coach of Quitman, flip the script when his team was struggling earlier. Well, now it's Mitchell Wilson's turn to try to flip the script because his Lady Hounds are feeling it right now in the wrong direction.
Well, one thing they have to do is continue to play really good defense. They were disruptive in the first half. We talked so much about that. But what Quitman has been able to do is shift it. And so now they're shooting on the outside, and that perimeter shooting has really stepped up for them. I want to see if they can get aggressive on the perimeter as well, because they keep getting blocked when they're trying to drive to the paint.
How about that 3-ball, and then the next one? You just saw him back-to-back. Great job by the crew. I mean, her form is money. If you don't contest that, she's got a good chance of knocking it down. An 8-0 run over the last minute and 10 seconds. A couple of Dixon threes sandwiched around an Ava Sullivan bucket. And it's an 8-point Quitman lead. We'll see a little full-court press out of Timothy Hooten's crew here. Now they back off a touch. Riley Brown looks left side. It's a lazy pass. Madison Varvel picks it off right to left in a hurry, lowers the shoulder and gets it to go. Varvel with her 5th steal of the game, and wow, she's got 10.
Not how you wanted to come out of that timeout if you're the Lady Hounds.
Not at all. First double-digit lead for either team, 37-27. Quitman is starting to open this thing up. Sloan-Hendrix in desperate need of a response here. Brown looking inside for Davis. She's pushed off the blocks by Hobbs. Davis tries the right side now, kicks it left side. Thought about the three, way deep and way short for 23 Spence, who hit one earlier. Right to left, underneath, up and under, another one. That's Lexi Hobbs, and the bleeding just won't stop right now for the Lady Hounds. They're down by a dozen, Alyssa.
You talked earlier about Quitman's length. Well, we're seeing that right now on full display.
Riley Brown stops it for now and cuts the lead to 10, but then we get a bump on the inbounds. And so it's going to be a 10-point ball game. Quitman has the lead, has really owned this third quarter. 15 points in the first 4 minutes of this quarter, as you said, Alyssa, after really struggling to percolate any offense in the first half.
You think Coach Hooten reminded them of how many points they've put up in the last 3 games at halftime?
Yeah, it was a talking point for sure. Varvel against the double team, gets it down the floor. Sarah Dixon catches, throws back to Varvel. That's a careless turnover. See if the Lady Hounds can convert. They need another bucket here. There's Lex Davis into traffic. Uses the body, but no touch. Ball crashes around, corralled.
All of her shots just short.
Yep. They did throw it away, though. Here's Brown. She's cut off, and she's going to draw a bump. And so a little bit of a bailout call there, but, you know, right now, Quitman has that 10-point lead and doesn't look like they want to let go of it anytime soon. 3:52 left to play in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout here within a 10-point ball game. Great to have you all watching and tuned in to the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas TV Sports.
My family has long been a supporter of Arkansas PBS. It has been part of my whole life experience. Arkansas PBS fills a space in Arkansas education, Arkansas culture, Arkansas news, and it does so with a neutral and empathetic voice, and it meets people wherever they are. It's vital.
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. Providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Welcome back to Bank OZK Arena here in Hot Springs, and let's highlight our student all-star in the 2A, Caitlin Ledbetter of Acorn. She's a senior guard, a 4.0 GPA, and is going to attend nursing school in the future. So congratulations to Caitlin Ledbetter on not just a great season of basketball, but a great future ahead as a nurse, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Great mention, too, because can't have enough people helping people, and the fact that You know, we're celebrating and talking about the students as well as the athletes. This is what this is all about. And obviously right now, Sloan-Hendrix needs to be all about scoring points. And that's Kaylee Giants, who's had a nice game here, really emerging in the second and third quarter. She gets an and one. And so she now has 6 points and maybe a chance to make this thing a 7-point game here if she makes this free throw. Up and no good. Look at that rebound by Riley Brown. 4-point play for Sloan-Hendrix when you had to have it. Brown's got 14, and man, did they need that one.
They did. They only had 6 points up until that point in this quarter, and Brown has just been the go-to for them all day long. Big if she can make this an and one.
Huge bucket. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play and a 5-point trip down the floor for her basketball team. So huge sequence for her in a 7-0 run by Sloan-Hendrix to cut it to 5. 3-ball up and down. That is Paisley Davis from long distance for the first time in this game. She has 5 points, averages 12 points per game on the year for the junior. Back to 42-34.
The 7th-3 of the day for Quitman.
There you go. Drive it with the left, get cut off, lose the basketball, and then corral it. Does Lexi Hobbs on the floor. I'm going to call a jump ball. And so possession going to stay here with Sloan-Hendrix. But out of a timeout by Mitchell Wilson, his crew is responding. And they've got it back down to 8. We got 3:14, still a lot of time left in the third quarter. See if they can't get an easy one here off an inbounds. They get a clean look at a 3. That's a fadeaway and a nail delivered from Emery Spence in the corner. Hammer smashes, nails. She's got 8, 42-37.
Not going anywhere. Trying to keep this one a ball game. Not going to let Quitman get out to too big of a lead.
Garville turned it over again. That's been a problem for her tonight. Great all-around player, but sometimes gets a little ahead of herself. Spence takes it left to right, gives to Brown. Thought about it, 3-ball fake, and I think we're dumping bodies down low. And that was number 11 drawing the foul there for Sloan-Hendrix. That's Riley Bennett in off the bench. She's a senior. Nice job by both these teams, Alyssa. When you look at the rosters, you can tell the programs are set up nicely from the middle school and even younger because they've got, 2-3 seniors, 2-3 juniors, 2-3 sophomores, a freshman or two that maybe plays a little, but when you have your classes balanced like that, it means you're going to be good for a long time. And both these teams look like they are built for not only tonight, but for future seasons as well.
Well, you say that.
Yeah.
No, I just want to add to that. 2 sophomores for the Sloan-Hendrix team, and Ella Stanton and Alyssa Craig. They just have really stepped up too, and so they've got a bright future ahead of them. With, as I mentioned at the top of the show, all 5 of their returners from a season ago are back.
Isn't that incredible? First free throw for Bennett down. The second one is 2. So she's got 4 points off the bench. The senior doing her part. One of the tone setters, 3-point game at 42-39. A 12-3 run by the Lady Hounds to cut a 12-point deficit to 3. And 2.5 to go in the third. Driving baseline and drawing contact is Lexi Hobbs. And she fights her way back to the free throw line. A feisty 5'7" senior, not to be denied. We having fun yet?
I'm having a lot of fun.
Good.
Are you?
Me as well, absolutely.
You sound like you're not, so I just wanted to check in on you.
Yeah, my volume's so low. Yeah. I need to get into it more. Well, I'll tell you right now, it looks like we're in for a crazy fun finish. 43-39, 2.5 minutes left in the third, and this is just, the first day, Alyssa. This is just the third game on the first day of state championship weekend here in Hot Springs. Both free throws are good. Nice job there, and Hobbs extends that lead back to 5 for Quitman. 44-39, here we go. Quitman showing a little light pressure full court. Marble averages 5 steals per game. She's a locked-in defender. Straight up against Lex Davis. Davis picked up her dribble. Now gives it off for Kaylee Giants. Giants back to Brown. He's got 13 tonight. Left side, Spence, ball fake. Good defense by Hobbs. Shot clock under 10. Under 6. Drive it with the left. Looked like a travel and a half, but no call, and she gets away with it. Gines says 8. If they're not going to call it, just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, just make them blow the whistle. Well done. Good block.
It was a really good block.
And another jump ball here.
And now we're seeing a little bit of that defensive tenacity both ways again. Teams feel the weight of the moment. You got a $1:48 to go in the third. It's a 3-point game. Quitman has the rock off the inbounds, wide open.
I don't even think they saw that. I think Matheny had her back. Didn't realize that the player to her right there had caught that basketball.
We get a travel on Brown who tried to dance between two defenders.
And I think that's what coach is sitting here telling Matheny is she was right there and you didn't even see her.
Then off an inbounds to give up that wide open a 3. You're right, Alyssa. She never saw her shoot
looked like
that
she had shot the ball before they even reacted as a defense.
It's
that
true.
She caught it.
It's true. 6-point game at 47-41. Now that was a big shot. They had cut it to 3. Here's Varble. She's been a little sloppy with a rock tonight. Over to Hobbs. That's the one who just made the 3, number 15 on the right side. They turn it over. Davis lost it. Brown almost lost it going left to right, and she did. Varble got tackled. I think she landed on her face.
I do too.
It doesn't feel good. She's lucky though. I don't think she lost any teeth on that. I've seen that happen before. She ain't coming out of the game. Her coach like, no, I ain't coming out.
They're going to check on her just to make sure she's okay, but she's not coming out.
Nope. Tough player. 47-41, 6-point game. Late third, Quitman going right to left. Both teams share the black and gold colors, so they had to come to a deal on that tonight. Black for Quitman and white for Sloan-Hendrix, and a jumper for Varble that tins out off the right side of the rim. Double team the rebound, but a nice job by Bennett to get down the floor, and she just chucks it away. A little bit too fast there. It was actually Kaylee Gines on the turnover. Tried to throw it about 30 feet, and I think it went 40. 53 seconds left in the third. Quitman tried to extend to a 3-possession lead going into the fourth. This is a big sequence for the Lady Hounds on defense. Coming out to meet. That's 25, Matheny. They switch off now back to number 0 in the corner. Lexi Hobbs holds 15 on the shot clock. And we're going to call a hook. Maybe a reach on Matheny, I think it was, number 25.
Well, now that we have a break here, Josh, I want to say a special thank you to Purple Cow providing food for our crew this week. Purple Cow is a proud sponsor of Arkansas TV Sports, located at 1490 Higdon Ferry Road in Hot Springs, serving the Hot Springs community since 2010. And I have to also give them a shout out because they just opened their Northwest Arkansas location last week.
Purple milkshakes?
I have not been yet, but you know it is on my list.
I've done Purple
I just got to
Cow.
get someone to take me.
I've done it in Little Rock. I've not done it. It just opened, you said.
It just opened in Northwest Arkansas.
I think we're going to have to take our kids and go to the party up there.
Let's
Purple
go.
Cow.
Absolutely.
I know my kids will be into that one right now. Delicious food there. Burgers are good too. First free throw is good, and the second one is too. So Paisley Davis has had a huge quarter. She scored 8 of her 10 in this quarter, and her team is back to an 8-point lead. So Quitman had squandered away 9 of its 12-point lead, but it's back to 8 now. Sloan-Hendrix needs a bucket here to tighten it up going into the fourth. There's Spence up top. A little spin move, and down the paint goes Gines, and she got it, and the foul. That was an enormous basket right when her team had to have it, and Gines has quietly put together 10 points for herself here, 6 in the quarter, and a free throw here would make it a 5-point ball game.
That was big. Her and Riley Brown now in double digits.
Splash on the
Trying
free
to just
throw.
continue to get something going offensively. And again, they've never really found a rhythm yet offensively.
No, they've not.
But those two have just kept them on the scoreboard.
Yeah, how many turnovers does Varble have? I'm curious because she's just turned the ball over in the right corner. And we're going to say 4. Okay. That's a few. For sure. 8 seconds left. 5-point
Feels like
game.
more a little
It
bit,
does.
just because of some jump balls, I believe.
Here's Lex Davis with 4 seconds, with 3, and it gets knocked out of bounds with exactly 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's see what kind of half-court, mid-court action head coach Mitchell Wilson can run here. Down 5, 2 seconds left. The inbound, the catch by Spence. The three is blocked by number 15. Who else? Paisley Davis, who had a monster third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, I think we're in for another good one. It's 49-44 Quitman over Sloan-Hendrix. We're back for the fourth quarter in just a couple of moments. Thanks for watching the Centennial Bank State basketball title games on Arkansas TV Sports.
See your state government in action. The Arkansas Citizens Access Network provides convenient, live streaming coverage of state board and commission meetings, as well as direct links to proceedings of the legislature and the Arkansas Supreme Court. Can't watch live? Archived events are available on demand on YouTube. Learn more at myarkansaspbs.org/arcan.
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansans and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas TV Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Welcome back. We broadcast 36 championship events every year, available for free over the air, no matter where you live in Arkansas, but we can't do it without you. Please consider making a gift to Arkansas TV today. Just visit arkansastv.gov/sports so Josh and I can continue having all the fun we have for all these state championships.
That's the voice of Alyssa Orange, doing a phenomenal job. One of the best broadcasters in the state. I'm Josh Bertuccini, just ecstatic to be a part of this team this weekend. So many awesome folks going to be helping you out with the calls, and your production crew, second to none. So you are right where you need to be for the next few days. Maybe go out, get a little more popcorn, a couple sandwiches tomorrow. But
if you're just joining us, welcome. It's the fourth quarter, and we have a 5-point game, and it has been a gritty basketball game up to this point.
No question. 7:30 to go. 5-point game. And we'll get a little double dribble. She lost the ball on the catch. Sometimes they let you get away with that, but the ref was right on top, and she corralled it and then put it down again, and he called it immediately. So
it's another turnover, which is something we've talked about so many times already. 12 for Quitman, 19 for Sloan-Hendrix.
It's a lot.
On the other side of that, though, we talked during the break about the blocks. 6 blocks for Sloan-Hendrix, and guess who they all are from?
Haley Giants, right?
There you go.
Wow, and she gets another deuce right there, because she is starting to feel it on both ends of the floor. So 49-46, that's a huge bucket, gets it back to 3. Bucket is no good, missed off the near side of the 10, and we're gonna get a jump ball. And how about them apples, as it's a 3-point game right now.
How many jump balls have we had?
A lot.
Gosh. Do they keep track
A
of
lot. I mean,
is that on the stat sheet?
They should.
You haven't been keeping tally?
You know, I missed it.
You know what? Next time. Next time. I'm sorry, I failed you there.
49-46. Another miscommunication. Lex Davis, that was a turnover. Madison Marvel down the floor. Easy bucket. Sarah Nixon. Transition offense. That's what they're looking for. Quitman forces the turnover and forces the timeout by Mitchell Wilson as they hustle, get a bucket, and extend to a 5-point lead. 51-46. We've got 6:38 left to go. And it's been a grudge match so far, Alyssa. I don't know if I'd say bad blood between these teams, but very competitive.
It's been very competitive. It's also just been a little out of sync. You can tell both of these teams have never really been able to settle into their own game, and they're just really trying to make the best of what the other team is giving them. But right now for Sloan-Hendrix, what they're doing, getting close, 3-point deficit. Then now it's a 5-point deficit. They're just not able to kind of get over that hump to tie this game or regain the lead, and they've got 6.5 minutes to do so.
We're starting to get to that portion of the game when every possession means just a little bit more. It's getting close to crunch time. 6:38 to play in the fourth, and somebody is taking on some hardware here. Will it be the folks from Quitman or the folks from Imboden? It's Sloan-Hendrix representing Northeast Arkansas here tonight, and Quitman representing Central Arkansas. What a matchup. 51-46. Lady Hounds down 5 with a rock. 6:25 to go. It's Lex Davis, the junior leading scorer. Throw it left side. Hard dribble with the left hand by Kaylee Gines, and it got knocked out of bounds. Gines with a big second half, has 9 of her 13 points in this half. And as Alyssa said, she has 6 blocks to go along with it. That is a lot of blocks. Here off the inbounds. They lob it up top and almost throw it away. Bennett got knocked to the floor. Kind of a tough call against Ava Sullivan.
Great crowd again here, starting to really just see exactly how this game is going to end. And you're starting to see some of the 2A boys fans starting to trickle in here. It is going to be a fun game between Barton and Mount Vernon and NOLA.
No question about it. Drive the rock with the left, throw it off the wing. That's 22. Lex Davis looking for room, and she lost the dribble. Stolen away by Varvel. Down the floor, 2-on-1. Contact. They're going to call it. I thought it was a clean block, but maybe a little body to body down low, and Lex Hobbs going back the line.
Starting to tighten it up a little bit are these refs. They let them play for the first 3 quarters. Now it's a little tight.
Yeah, for sure. Now this screen over here, Alyssa, which is pretty awesome, I just noticed in the back, they didn't have that even last year, I don't think. That's a nice touch there.
Nice big screen.
Yeah. Well, because look, you gotta work with the space that you have.
It'll distract you, though. You can't watch that. The game's right here. It's like being at AT&T Stadium at Jerry World. Don't look at the big screen. Watch
You're
the
a
field.
TV pro. I'm a radio guy. I'm easily
like,
distracted by screens. Exactly, Alyssa. Easily distracted. Both free throws are down.
Come back to earth here, Josh. We're almost done.
She's 6 of 6 from the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we're back into that danger zone for the Lady Hounds with 5:45 to go. They need this one down, and it's way off the mark. Long side rebound. That is a way to skin your knees. No travel called. Give it to Varvel.
That's close.
That was close. The Sloan-Hendrix faithful were not happy.
They might have an argument there.
I mean, in football that's legal, but you can't slide in basketball. Deep 3, up and no good. That would have been a late game dagger for Quitman. Instead, the Rock is going to stay with Sloan-Hendrix, and they're going to call a quick timeout. And Alyssa, we're going to keep it here for a moment, a little bit ahead of that media stoppage. This is the first time the Boobers have really rung out, and it's all coming from the Sloan-Hendrix half of the arena.
Well, they're just sitting here trying to rally their team. Again, they right now are down by 7, and one thing that I still want to see them is if they can hit some on the perimeter. They're 2 for 9 from the 3, but right now it is so hard to find a basket inside. You got only 5 minutes left here. Take some shots and see what happens.
It's been a good game. Grudge match game. Maybe not as up-tempo as we thought going in based on the numbers you were sharing early and what these teams were doing. But let's remember, the defenses they were going against were not nearly as good as they were playing against each other tonight.
The closest game that Quitman had, or excuse me, that Sloan-Hendrix had, 53-50 win over Barton in the girls' game, and that was a defensive battle. But again, Quitman not used to these last 3 games any kind of defense, and so their offense they're used to getting going, not so much.
100% correct. Missed the bunny right there to 14 Sullivan, but they got the rebound at Quitman, and now they can run a little clock if they want. Varvel always going so fast. They try to attack baseline. That's Hobbs. Now they back it off.
Quitman, I'm just slowing it down.
I would too.
The clock is on your side right now.
Take a little air out of the basketball, and they have told Varvel to run a little more. 15 on the shot clock. Every possession important now because there's so many in a game, right? And we're at the point now where there's so many less. Putback is good, and that's a huge bucket.
Paisley Davis.
By Paisley Davis, who has had a huge second half. Has scored now 10 of her 12 in the second. It's 55-46. 9-point game. Open 3, they need it bad. Rattles off Brown with a nice rebound. Looked like she got fouled on the putback. Did they call that, Alyssa? They did.
They did. Yeah. I'd like to maybe see that one again.
Yeah, it was a tight call there. Trying to keep the team hanging around a little bit. 55-46 with 4:30 to go. Brown had a great first half, but has cooled off a little bit. Still is 16 for the game, don't get me wrong, but 10 in the first half. 55-47 now. Sloan-Hendrix needs another one. Cut it to 7 with 4:30 left, and I wonder whether we might not see some press here. We're going to see a quick timeout, and I think that's what Mitchell Wilson's going to try to do. So 55-48. And I don't think we play the leeway game right in high school. You're seeing that more and more in college, Alyssa, when like a stoppage will happen 1 or 2 seconds before they'll be like, all right, whatever. It's close enough, right? I don't know if 31 seconds is quite the same thing. What a week of sports. High school championships here. SEC tournament in Nashville. Everybody following the Hogs and seeing if they can win their second conference title.
It's been a long time, too. I was just talking to a friend about it. Well, that, but also since the Hogs have played on Friday.
That's true,
and have had to wait. We're used to covering when the team was playing on Wednesdays.
Long week in Nashville. And then I was just reminded walking past a friend of mine out there during the break that it's the cross-country championships, the national championships, track and field championships, all of it, right?
For indoor.
For indoor. Thank you, Alyssa.
Yeah, the indoor national championships at Randall Tyson Indoor Facility. Have you been to a track meet over there?
One time, and it was a long time.
I tell you what, it is a great facility over there, and I just have so much respect. I'm so sorry. I just have so much respect for these track athletes.
One time, it was awesome. They don't have nearly the crowds they should have because it was so cool. And those athletes are some of the best you're ever going to see.
And a couple weeks ago, they had Noah Lyles in the house. That was pretty awesome.
Pretty phenomenal program. Yeah. All right, here we go. 55-48 with 4:22 left to go. Quitman trying to put the finishing touches on its second state championship. Throw the rock around. Varvel back up top. Hobbs ball fake. 15 on the shot clock. On the blocks, turning, pivoting, and misfiring from down low is number 22, Allie Palmer. That's the junior in off the bench looking for her first bucket. Well, we got a foul on the putback,
Yeah, and Paisley Davis is going to go to the line.
She's played well and had a big second half, certainly.
12 points for her. Hobbs has 12. Dixon has 13. Varvel has 10. So the only one who hasn't had any that's right now on the court is Palmer, but she just came into the game.
Yep. First one is up and down for Paisley Davis, having a big second half, averaging 12 points and 6 rebounds per game, and she buries both of them there. It's a 9-point lead for the Quitman Bulldogs. 4 minutes left in the 2A girls title game. Left to right, Sloan-Hendrix needs offense. Buckets of any kind, but not turnovers like that. And with 3:54 left in the ball game, Quitman is feeling it and smelling it, and we're going to take a timeout while they plan for the final few minutes. It's 57-48 Quitman in the 2A girls title game. You're watching the Centennial Bank State title games on Arkansas TV Sports.
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Want to see even more Arkansas stories? Subscribe to Arkansas PBS on YouTube for original productions, extras from your favorite local programs, behind-the-scenes videos, and our exclusive coverage of high school sports. All available on demand and all Arkansas made. Don't miss out on more great Arkansas stories. Subscribe now.
Get your live action photos from the game at arkansastv.gov/sports. Grab free downloads, have prints made, all these great championship keepsakes. That's such a hard word for me to say every single time I read that. Keepsakes. I got to find a synonym for that. That's a little bit better. As we welcome you back in here to the fourth quarter of this game between Quitman and Sloan-Hendrix. And It's going to be a battle in a 9-point game, Josh.
Sure is. That's Alyssa Orange. She's been fantastic all night. I'm Josh Bertuccini. What a crew we have here in Hot Springs. 9-point Quitman lead, as Alyssa said, with 3.5 minutes left. And this is desperation time for Sloan-Hendrix. You cannot give up any more buckets. That looked like a block. But they're going to send him to the free throw line, and every point you give up now just hurts so bad.
Yeah, that defense, that aggression they were playing with at the beginning of the game is starting to turn into fouls here late, and that's not what you need. But you still need to remain aggressive and buckle down here defensively, and so a little bit of a predicament for Sloan-Hendrix.
It's interesting how first free throw is up and good. Another one to come for Paisley Davis. It's interesting, you look at the numbers for the game, Alyssa, right? Sloan-Hendrix has shot a lot better from the floor, and yet they're down by 10, right?
It's right here as I circle it. It's that 53% for Quitman from behind the arc. 8 threes compared to just 2
and you
on
look
the
at
other
it, right?
end.
That's an 18-point differential right there. You nailed it, girl. You nailed it.
I didn't excel in math, but that one jumps out.
No, you did. Better than me at math. 59-48 after both free throws. Up and under Force near side of the 10. No good. Bennett missed it. Tough rebound in traffic by Davis. Give it off for Hobbs. And Quitman in complete control now. And as I say that, she dribbles the ball off the back of her foot. Announcer jinx. You believe in the announcer jinx? I meant to ask you that.
Absolutely.
Me too.
I'm a diehard baseball fan.
How can you not be? Baseball's all jinxes.
All of it.
All jinxes. All right, here we go. That's Lex Davis weaving in and out, nowhere to go. Good defense right there. Standing her ground is Sarah Dixon. She's been solid all game. Back up top for 25. You got to go faster right now. Matheny has had a rough one. She has not scored in this game. And finally gets a deuce. Good for her. The senior, you don't want her not scoring in her final game, right? So averaging 10 points per game. She cuts it at 9. That's the steal. Here comes Spence. She thought about a 3. Kicks it to the wing. Lex Davis had it stolen from behind. Turnovers have been such a problem. Just a cascade of them tonight for Sloan-Hendrix. Hey, Quitman's had a bunch too, don't get me wrong. But that was a crucial time to cough it up. 9-point game, 2:15 left to listen. It's getting real late for the Lady Hounds.
I will have to say, though, very well officiated game this one has. But that one might be the dagger there.
Well officiated, and then Sarah Dixon just drives the knife into the heart of the opponent. Hits her 4th 3 of the game, Alyssa. And she's got 16 points, and she's the senior as well. But that extends to a 12-point lead. So Quitman has now got it pushed back, tied for their biggest lead of the game. And they sure can taste that championship trophy right about now.
It's looking pretty good. Again, you know Sloan-Hendrix isn't going to end this one without a battle. They're going to keep battling until that buzzer sounds. But the three-point line, the biggest difference in this one.
No question about it. That was a great point by you. You know, because again, field goal percentage alone, you're like, but that's at all levels of basketball, Alyssa. That three-pointer, and we're going to see it a ton in the NCAA tournament next week. The great equalizer, right?
It is. Or separator.
Or separator. No, nice flip. Nice flip on that. All right, both free throws good. And it is 62-52 is our score now. Getting a little bit late on the clock. 1:52 left. We'll keep it here. It's a 10-point game, and man, so much more fun action to come this week. We talk a little bit about that here while we have some time, but we have just kind of opened the door here on this first day. You got 2 more days coming up, right, Alyssa? And so the fun's not going to stop, and you're back for more, and I'm back for more. And
we're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. I see R.J. Hawk. I see Justin Acree, Wes Moore, J.B. Brazil. I even see the great, legendary, mythical Bobby Swafford over
He's
there.
He's around here somewhere. He's
All-Star,
always around somewhere.
All-Star crew is in effect. And it's nice just to be hanging out with y'all. I appreciate y'all having me out. Wherever you're at, we appreciate your watching. Coming up tonight, after this one, the capper for day 1, Barton and Mount Vernon Enola. And then tomorrow, Alyssa will go 4 in a row starting at noon. Manila McGee, 3A girls. Newport Osceola, 3A boys. And then 4A girls, Pea Ridge Pulaski Academy and Mills Little Rock Hall in the 4A boys. So tonight, Barton and Mount Vernon to cap off day 1. 4 great games on day 2, and then I'll let you talk up day 3.
Yeah, day 3 is going to be a fun one in the 5A girls with Farmington and Mountain Home, 2 teams that have already played each other because they play in conference. On the 5A boys side, Marion and Little Rock Parkview. Then the girls, Harbor and North Little Rock, that is going to be a battle. And then you look at Central and Bryan, and how about Shelby Lewis and what that Central team has been able to do? Can they knock off the top dogs in the Hornets and get them a state championship? I am excited about that boys game. But you mentioned the boys game tonight, and I think so many people are going to stay in this arena to watch this game because of what happened with the England and Barton game, and there's going to be a lot of storylines. People are going to be watching that game because of everything that unfolded during that state tournament.
Do you think Barton can compete with, you know, a couple key players short? 5
players short.
Right.
We're about to find out.
We're about to find out. 2 starters, I think 2 reserves, and maybe 1 guy who didn't play as much. That's a lot of guys to be missing. What a storyline. You're right. That will be one of the things to watch tonight. 62-52. We've got just over 100 seconds left. Sloan-Hendrix wishes there was more, but right now they got to milk everyone they have left. Try to force a turnover in front of our booth, and they did.
Done.
That's a big steal. Number 5, Aubrey French, the freshman, comes away with it. Gets it to Lex Davis, swing it left side. You need that 3, but she hesitates, and Matheny just doesn't want to shoot it. Just didn't want to shoot it. The senior does not feel it tonight. And you can see Mitchell Wilson's frustration in the background behind her. But she's going to take what she's comfortable taking. 10-point game, minute 25 to go. A lot of candidates for player of the game tonight. Seen a number of girls surge into double figures, particularly for Quitman. It's going to be a tough pick, Alyssa. Off the inbounds. Here we go. Spence has hit 2 threes. They could use another one right now. Here she is, crossover down the lane with a left and 1. No call. Batted around. Tough rebound in traffic. Fighting for it. That's Ava Sullivan. Clear it out. And maybe an offensive foul. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
What she's going to get.
That was a good call.
That was good defense.
Yeah. Lexi Hobbs went through her. But you just running out of time. So you got 72 seconds left. Sloan-Hendrix getting itself a big game out of Riley Brown and Kaylee Giants here tonight. They're leading scorers.
Yeah, looking at the stat sheet, it is going to be hard to pick a player of the game. No one really stood out. You can look at Lexi Hobbs, who's got 12 points, 6 rebounds. Then you look at Paisley Davis, who I feel like she's been a little bit of everywhere on the defensive end and the offensive end. Has 7 rebounds and 16 points. 3 blocks and 3 steals.
It's a good pick right there.
There we go. I think we found our winner there, Josh. We talked ourselves into it.
We
did not need much convincing. We just want to put that out there.
Madison Varvel.
Well deserved.
It was well deserved. Madison Varvel fighting for a rebound in traffic. It gets fouled, and now she's going to go to the other free throw line and try to put a little more ice on this bad boy. 62 seconds separating Quitman from its 2nd state championship ever. As you mentioned, they won it back in 2017. They've lost a couple of finals since, but have not sealed the deal. And Timothy Hooten in year number 49 as a high school coach. Looks like he's about to add another trophy to the resume. Both free throws good for Varvel. She's had another impactful game on offense and defense for her crew. Up and under, Davis Brick to layup. I think we're out of gas now is what we are. 51 seconds left, and Quitman up by 12. And it's really now just about making some free throws and taking care of the basketball, which has been no easy task for either team tonight. 51 seconds to go off the inbounds to Lex Davis. Layup, no good.
Yeah.
Her legs are gone.
A little short, but it's really been short most of the day.
Yeah. Kaylee Giants picked up some slack, had herself a nice game. She's got 17 now, but her team is down 64-54. Steal for Giants. Bringing it down with a left. They need to shoot a couple threes quick. Giants up and under. That was a lot of steps. And we're going to go to the free throw line.
Quitman fans have some opinions behind us.
How many steps?
Might have been a few steps.
That's all you're going to say.
If they're down by 10, might have been like 4 steps.
I mean, Alyssa, if everybody could take 4 steps, it'd be a totally different story, right?
I'd still be playing basketball if you take 4 steps.
I was waiting for, I was teeing that up for you, lady. I was teeing it up.
My parents would have kept letting me play.
Free throw rattles off, and every missed point is just painful to watch right now for the Lady Hounds fans, who've been spectacular. And I want to remind folks, Sloan-Hendrix went 34-3 this year. That is a rare kind of season. And although Quitman looks like it's going to win it and improve to 37-2,
can't take away from the season.
You can't take away from a 34-4 year. Second free throw's good. It's only a 9-point game, so technically there's still enough time left, but not much.
Man, if I'm Maddie Varvel, I am taking a nice hot shower after this. She has been on the floor. She's been, pushed around. Girl is tough as nails.
She face planted in the third quarter. We
Shook
thought
it
she
off
lost
like
teeth.
nothing.
She's like, I'm fine. The trainer and coach went together, and she's like, no.
No blood. No blood.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Rattles it off, no good. Is that, you would help me, Alyssa, because, girls know these things. Does she have a tie in her hair? Am I seeing that?
No, she's so,
like
the thing right now is hair glitter.
Is that what that is?
It is, and
Thank
so you can put it in your hair, and then it's just sparkly tinsel glitter.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, she missed
I've yet to get tinsel hair glitter in
Now,
me.
you can pull it off, though.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe some pink.
Put back is, maybe some pink. Put back is good, but a little too late for the Greyhounds. Bennett has 6. It's a 64-57 game. Timeout Mitch Wilson. That is his last one. And so I think all the stops have been pulled. It would take, I'm not going to say it's over, Alyssa, but it would take one of the craziest finishes in basketball history.
It does. And this one all looks like it's going to end in Quitman's favor, but you can tell these two teams definitely came out of that locker room at half, picked up their offense, kind of found a little bit of a rhythm. And you got to tip your cap to the way that these Bulldogs have played all season long.
Had 24 in the first half, 40 here in the second half. Seems that they unlocked the formula a little bit more. And I mean, obviously, when you're a team that has only lost 2 games all year, it's almost like reflex memory, Alyssa. You just expect to win. And here in the second half, they played like a champion. I mean, they have been the better team here tonight.
They have.
A lot of fun games still heading your way. Easy to watch. These apps, all the rage, because everybody's got them. You know what I mean? So incredible quality. I want to say that again. You compare this to some of the other sports broadcasts I see streamed in some other places. Like I was back in New Jersey a few weeks ago pulling up a couple games. Like, what year is it, right? The quality's just not very good.
Sure. Well, these guys
were spoiled.
On top of it, the A team working back in the truck and around us, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yes. And they bust your chops really good, which I like. You know, they need to give you a hard time. It's good for you. A little bit.
That's what friends do,
That's
right?
What friends do.
That's what friends do.
Bobby Swafford and our friendship is based on making fun of each other.
That's great.
That's great.
That's great.
I'm so glad.
Who's on top right now? Who's winning this battle?
He
usually wins.
Whenever I think I got one on him, he just pulls one out from like 10 years ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. I've known him for a long time.
We've all known Bobby for a long time.
Right? I feel like he's known everybody for a long time. Quitman is close. They are starting to cheer a little. The cheerleaders are ready. The fans are ready. I think they will not be streaming onto the court, but they will be jumping up and down a lot. And we hope you keep it right here for a little bit longer so we can put a bow on this game, some final stats, and we're going to hear from the winning coach and the game MVP before we wrap it up.
We got trophies to still give out, Josh. Don't rush people away yet.
No. 13 seconds left. Sloan-Hendrix looking for some quick steals. Inbounds to Varvel. Runs some clock. Gets it over. Gets it back. That's more clock. The ref bails him out there. It was contact. And so a couple more free throws to come for Paisley Davis, who has already gone 8 for 8 from the free throw line tonight. That's pretty good. See if she can't continue that. 7-point game, 8 seconds left. Varvel's hard to catch. Like, even when she's just standing there, you think you have her.
They're quick. They're quick. She is fast.
She is. First free throw rattles down, 9 for 9 out of Paisley Davis from the charity stripe.
There's a little bit of a smile there from Coach Hood. He's been a little intense this whole entire game, but I just saw a smile across the court.
There you go. They're both good. 9-point game, 6 seconds left. All over, but the screaming now. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that's a wrap. Quitman, 66, Sloan-Hendrix, 57. The Bulldogs are your 2A girls champions in Arkansas in 2026. What a ball game, lots to react to. We'll come back right after this to the Civic Center. You're watching the Centennial Bank State title games on Arkansas TV Sports.
That's one fly for the right wing. Count it. There's a dunk inside. Is the icing on the cake for Ladarius? Here's a big play by Roberts. He'll go down the left side. One man to beat. He'll walk in the end zone for a touchdown. Right ahead. Here's a running lane at the 5. He'll walk in. Touchdown. There we go, Johnny Diaz.
5A baseball championship. Hard hit once again down the left field line. Will double and score 4-0 Valleyfield.
The wall. It's gone. 3-run homer.
You have to. This is the time to dig in and get the job done.
Kenzie Freeman with the big swing from the right side. She puts down another kill. And all that hard work finally paid off. She tries to go cross court. Nobody home right in the middle.
Don't go anywhere because we've got a lot in store for you.
Here's the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars Class of 2024.
The Unified team is Special Olympic partners and peer partners. Friends, it's just incredible to watch how they have been impacted by this experience.
Hugo Bezdek, biggest contribution was the adoption of the Razorbacks and a whole sense of pride for this state and for this university.
What a game it was.
It's an exclamation point for an all-time Arkansas team.
Hello from the Arkansas TV studios. I'm Brian Frazier.
And I'm Casey Sanders. We're here to let you know what's happening this spring.
Springtime means sports, and as always, Arkansas TV will bring you all the action of the high school basketball, baseball, and softball state championships. Check out arkansastv.gov/sports to watch live and catch up on any games you miss on our YouTube channel.
Arkansas TV is partnering with the Arkansas State Library to host a series of free hands-on transcribe-a-thons to transcribe original revolutionary documents. It's a powerful way to preserve history and take part in a national effort leading up to the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. No experience is needed, and as a volunteer, you'll receive step-by-step support. Visit arkansastv.gov/events to find an event near you.
Did you know our station is also celebrating an anniversary? After 60 years on the air, we continue to be focused on creating local programs for all Arkansans by Arkansans, and we're previewing 2 new ones this spring. Hosted by beloved Arkansas personality Craig O'Neill, Arkansas Taste Kitchen brings cooking at home to life with a local master chef and professor from the University of Arkansas Pulaski Technical College and a nutrition expert from the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, showcasing that a healthy, affordable meal can be both flavorful and satisfying.
And then we have Taste Buds, a celebration of food in the natural state. Hosted by actor-comedian Brett Eiler, each episode will highlight Arkansans' favorite places to eat, all while catching up with restaurant owners and locals about what makes these dishes favorites in Arkansas.
But that's not all. We have a fan favorite returning, and for that, why don't we call up the star herself? Hello?
Brian, hello! We've got all new episodes of Blueberry's Clubhouse coming, and this spring, you can get a sneak peek right here on Arkansas TV. And if you missed the premiere, you can watch it on YouTube later. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. There's going to be a meteor shower and new friends from outer space, and
Hold on, Blueberry, don't spoil it.
Oh, right. Of course.
Thanks, Blueberry. Well, that'll do it for now.
Be sure to follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
right, you see the Quitman Bulldogs. No quitting them, baby. Winning a championship today. Your 2026 champs. I've got Coach Timothy Hooten here. We talked on the phone a couple days ago. I said, maybe we've been talking after a championship. Here we are, 49 years in. You look as pumped up and happy as ever. Tell me what this means to you.
Well, it's fantastic. These girls have worked so hard for me. You know, we won a cross-country championship, you know, 7th in a row. You know, everybody's coming after us, and you know, now to do this, and I know we're just going to go home and go win the track championship now. I mean, it's just, these girls, they just, like I said, you can see it. They didn't quit. They got down. We couldn't hit a shot in the first quarter, but there was no quit in them, you know, and I think we did a great job taking their shooter out. You know, Davis, I think her name is number 22, but she'd never played against Farville before, and Farville is a player.
Scrappy, let's talk about her.
Whirling Dervish.
The MVP. She had 9 steals today. It just felt like she was a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, you know, and that's pretty much the standard game for her. She just, you know, she didn't get as many rebounds today because she was out of position, but against a lot of teams we play, when she's our leading rebounder too. She wasn't today, but I'm telling you, the girl's just a specimen when it comes to, you know, she hits a huge 3.
Yes.
You know, and like I said, she just keeps our team together.
What was the difference in the second half? You guys so much more explosive offensively in that third quarter, Coach.
Well, I thought we were playing on our heels the first half. I mean, we weren't doing what we did, and that's what we talked about at halftime. It's like, why are we not playing the Quitman game? Why are we trying to play their game? You know, you don't have to prepare, you know, for another team if you'll just play your game, and that's what we didn't do the first half.
9 threes today. How much did that open up the offense for you?
Yeah, that's pretty standard for us. I mean, we like to go inside out. You know, our post players in the second half, I thought, did a much better job than they did in the first half, getting the ball inside. We got them in foul trouble. They're big girls in foul trouble. And so that makes it a little more difficult for them, too, when they have to play with 4 fouls.
Hey, your intensity is palpable. Your enthusiasm is real. I don't care how long you've been coaching. You feel as into it as any coach out there. You earned it. Congratulations. Hey, your team represented you awfully well tonight. You should feel really good about that.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. And now the hits keep coming, right? From Timothy Hooten to our girl, Madeline Barble. Here we go. And look again, Madeline. Let's take a quick look here at the Champions gear, the Quitman Champions gear, which you can order for yourself right now. I'm sure you'll be wearing some of that soon. ArkansasHighSchoolSports.com for that. Miss Madeline, what a game. 9 steals. You average 5 per game. You obviously take the defensive end of the floor seriously. Talk about how much your defense, the team's defense, meant to winning the championship tonight.
Coaches asked us, you know, go out there, give them 32 minutes of absolute dog, and we just went and did that. The girls, I don't know, coaches told us to get in their grill, and we were lighting them up.
I was going to ask you, how did you finally find a rhythm offensively to kind of get things going? Because they definitely tried to set a tone defensively early.
I don't know. I got down a little emotionally, but then I was like, okay, well, I gotta, you know, I'm here. I gotta be a team member. So I had to find that rhythm really quickly.
How you feeling?
I feel
you took
great.
a little hit. How's
Right?
your face?
Yes, ma'am,
Are we good?
I'm fine. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Adrenaline's
good.
still on me.
You were like, I'm not coming out of this game. We saw that, and obviously your team really responded in the second half. Just give me a quick thought on, I mean, you guys win so much. I'm sure you expected to win, but your opponent tonight, Sloan-Hendrix, they were throwing punches in that first half. You guys kind of had to find your way a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. It's all right, though. That's just part of the game. It's a physical sport.
I love how calm you are about it, and you're only a junior, so I'm sure you're already thinking, we got a crew next year can contend, right?
She's got track season first.
That's right, Alyssa. That's right.
Track season first. Congratulations, Maddie, on the win and the MVP nod. Well deserved.
Hey, thank you so much. Enjoy it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding stuff from your tourney MVP. That's Miss Madeline Barville, who had 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 steals in the victory to earn the tournament MVP. Upcoming 2A boys boys after we wrap it here. As Alyssa said, all eyes on Barton to see how they respond after the adversity against England. They'll play Mount Vernon Enola, and then tomorrow the 3A girls at noon, Manila and McGee, followed by the boys at 1:45, Newport and Osceola. And Alyssa, what a game tonight. What a weekend. It was so much fun calling that game with you, and I'm just ready to go watch some more basketball right now.
Well, we got one more. We got a lot more. So I'm excited too, JP, on what the rest of the weekend has for us here with high school basketball.
Well, you are a rock star, and I
As
appreciate
are you,
your
Fred.
hanging out
it's
with me.
It's been fun, yes.
It has been fun.
Thank you.
And we'll do it again, okay?
Let's do it.
Hey, tremendous crew. You folks are awesome to watch and be a part of it, and thank you for supporting high school athletics in the great state of Arkansas. A lot more to come all weekend. For my broadcast partner, Alyssa Orange, I'm Josh Bertuccini. We'll be seeing you all weekend on Arkansas TV Sports.